Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope for Saturday of the 20th week of Ordinary Time. I'm still Father Scott, and we still have the book of Ruth. But this is the middle and the end of the story. So Ruth and Naomi, they get back to Bethlehem, and it turns out Naomi still has a little land. Her husband had a little bit of land. It was worth nothing during a famine, but now, well, maybe. But land doesn't give you something to eat. So Ruth says, I will go out and glean from the fields after the harvesters. That is, when they harvest, they always miss a little bit. So she'll go behind some harvesters, wherever they'll let her, and try and pick up some grain so that they have something to eat. Well, she ends up in the field of Boaz, who turns out is fairly wealthy, and her former father-in-law's brother. And Boaz recognizes who Ruth is, and so tells his men, don't disturb her, don't do anything untoward to her, let her glean all she wants. Even she can glean before the harvesters, because she was so kind to my sister-in-law, bringing her back to us. So Ruth does, and it's going well. And she comes back and she tells Naomi, oh, look what's happened. And Naomi says, oh, Boaz. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what to do. Wait until he's worked all day harvesting and then had a good meal and a good amount of wine, and he goes to sleep on the harvest floor. And then just pull up his blanket a little bit to expose his feet, and sleep under his feet. And then do whatever he tells you. Well, one thing you need to know is feet might be used euphemistically there. And Ruth does, and she seduces Boaz, who roundabout then finds a way to say, oh yes, I rightly should marry her because she's my brother's sons, and I'm the next relative in line to raise up children for my dead brother. So, so they get married and live happily ever after. And Ruth has a son, Obed, who is the father of Jesse, who is the father of King David. So this Moabite lovely woman is in the line of Jesus. The moral of the story, certainly it was Ruth's kindness and compassion that's the star, but also a bit of Naomi's finesse to work out the rest of God's plan. Telling Ruth, well, maybe we can do a bit more than glean in his field, if you know what I mean. And I think that's a lesson for us as well. We need kindness and we need hard work to do God's will. But sometimes we need a little finesse as well. And let's not be embarrassed about that. God bless you.